Race day! Race day! Woo! So we're at Keep It Reet Battle Royale round 3 right now. I hope you guys enjoyed that intro because it was very interesting to film. Nonetheless, I'm not going to talk any crap. This is the gauntlet layout. I've been practicing on Sim, so hopefully that correlates over. But let's go out for our first practice runs and I'll catch you guys back here in a second. Bye! Alright, of course I tried a new GoPro angle out for this event, and as you can see I screwed it up completely and it's pointing directly at my steering wheel. Nonetheless, we're going for a chase run here for our practice with Woz and his RX-7 nice and wide in the chase. Awesome, switch down to second here with the transition on the handbrake, and we've come up a bit shallow. Woz has gone nice and wide and we're finishing up on the wall here. But instead of watching my steering wheel in the GoPro for the whole event, we're going to switch over to my friend's potato cam. So for this layout, we're initiating with big angle into the sweeper. I'm a little bit shallow here, they wanted us right out to the edge. Nice quick transition onto angle here into this outer zone right here, and then flicking onto the wall. Nice big angle, smooth transition, and finish over the finish line. Better. So this run was a little bit better. We dialed a nice big angle here, pushed out a little bit wider to the outer edge of the track, and then a big flick here. Not too bad. Coming onto this outer zone, running our wheel a bit over the line. I think they wanted us on the line, and then out to the outer wall. Not too bad. Alright, so that was practice. As you can see, we have some new dents on the car. Excuse the wind, but we got both sides, which is crazy. We actually managed to pull it all straight. Sorry that I didn't video it, but this was all cactus back in, but because we designed the car to bend, we were able to pull it all straight again pretty nicely. So Cam and I were really hoping to battle in the qualifying battles, and guess what? First up, battling Cam. Super confident chasing him. Don't know about my confidence in terms of the lead, but I've gauged how fast I need to go on the run up. We just gotta go for it, but qualifying time, let's go. Alright, so we're back on the potato cam with our qualifying run with Cam. Not as close as I should have been on entry here. For some reason I gave him some space, but we made it up here. Slight understeer moment right there behind Cam that would have cost us some points. Flicking around onto his door. I should have been more aggressive here, could have been a bit closer, especially with this transition right here, and then making up the distance here at the end. That netted us a score of 23.2 for the chase. Coming into our lead, flicking in onto the entry. Not too bad, we're midline round here, so we would have lost some points for that. Cam's chasing nicely. Nice flick here. That was a really nice flick onto this outer zone. That was pretty good. Running that line perfectly and then through to the wall. Nice and wide for Cam to chase. And that gave us a 21.1 score. Coming at you from the R33 sedan of Cameron Martin. How was that?
I'm happy.
Yeah,
I'm happy with it.
we've reviewed both of our runs. I had a slight understeer moment behind Cam on the chase. Other than that, pretty clean run. So good points, I think, all around. Hopefully other people go off the track and we and we score high. But the reason we're in the car at the moment is because I lost my wind muff, and so it's really windy outside, and if I take you guys out there, you'll hear the wind. And I like you to have good audio quality. How you feeling though? Like you said, your gear ratio is not quite right.
Yeah, my gear ratio sucks. So in the chase, I'm in second gear from the start, and it's not enough wheel speed to like dive on people. Whereas in the lead, I got third, and
bro, you're so good. As if you wouldn't go third on the chase as well. This car's awesome.
Yeah, it was a bit laggy, that's all.
This thing is super dope. I'm showing you up close because we have to be in the car. Your Shio factory harnesses are the best.
That's sponsored by
Rich guy.
Sponsored by Mum. So thanks, Mum.
Yeah, thanks, Mum. Shout out. I want to get some of those so bad. Next up, we're going to have a second qualifying battles. We don't know who we're battling at the moment, so we're going to go hang out and watch some drift and come back and then just get straight back into it. Hopefully, we can kick on to the top 16. It'd be very, very cool. But see you in a bit. Boom. So we're currently sitting in 10th place in qualifying, which I'm not mad about because they were pretty consistent lead and chase runs. Nothing crazy over the top, so I'm pretty happy with them. Now we'll just go all out, feeling pretty comfortable on the track now. So the car, we actually had massive issues and I didn't end up filming it, but we had huge electrical issues with the car. Turns out when we replaced the spark plug because we had a slight miss, when we put the bolts holding the coil cover on, the bolt went through the loom, the coil loom, and arced out on the positive and negative, which is like the worst luck in the world. It's crazy. Somehow we did a lot of troubleshooting. We found it. Lucky we didn't fry anything else. Shout out to my crew, Jared and Maddie, for getting that fixed along with me. But yeah, so now we're just gonna have some fun. Sun's going down. It's gonna be a good time. Second qualifying battle. Hopefully we can make top 16. But regardless, it's all about having a good time. A lot of people here already, so it's gonna be a sick night. All right, here we go. Entry for our second qualifying run. Nice and wide here on the first outer zone. I was pretty happy with that. A bit of a lazy transition right here onto the second outer zone, but we're running this line really nicely through this outer clip and then flicking onto the wall. That was a nice flick, and over the finish line. That gave us 21.1 points. Now for the chase. We're flicking onto his door. Not too bad. Bit of handbrake there just to stay behind him. Nice chase there. Nice and wide all round. Really nice lead run there. Nice transition. I gave him a little bit too much space here, I'd say. Running slightly shallow and finishing off trying to make up that distance on his door. That gave us our best score of the day with 24.1 points. Alright, super happy with that lead, super happy with that chase. Now we just have to wait for the qualifying scores. Who knows what's going to happen. But regardless, our cars are very banged up. Look at this patchwork going on. Cam's door, that's my fault. Missed second gear. And that is an AU Falcon. So yeah, I'm sure you're glad you put so many hours into the bodywork before you came to this event, eh?
Yeah, not at all.
Feel free to jump onto our Patreon. Oh, we don't have Patreon.
OnlyFans, no what?
We're just poor motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
So we qualified at 12th. Not too bad, considering how we drove. How'd you qualify? Fourth. And now we're on to battles. I'm up against Marcus McCarthy, phenomenal driver, so absolutely just going to give it everything. The E36 has been fantastic after our wiring gremlin, so fingers crossed that we can hold it together for this battle. I'm feeling good today. I'm enjoying myself, so all the sim practice is paying off, but nonetheless, let's go. So I'm going to let you guys watch this run, and then we'll go back through the run and dissect it.
Mike Lake the chase. Here we go, Stella. Here we go. McCarthy. Nice scando flick. Mike Lake trying to keep it in position. Great job outside zone 1. Mike Lake drilling him in there. McCarthy outside zone 2. Great on the line. Perfect outer zone. Mike choking up a little bit outside zone 2 to 3. McCarthy pulling it all the way through. Outside zone 3 to the finish line.
Alright, so here we go. We've got Marcus leading me in on entry. He went faster than anyone else I chased all day, and he was freaking awesome. I'm really happy with the chase around the sweeper here. And then we flick onto the second outer zone, and we make a little bit of contact right here. Now, Marcus is a phenomenal driver, and I had to be super aggressive if I had any chance of winning this battle. So on the second outer zone here, as you can see, I'm diving in, and you could argue that Marcus had a slight slowdown here in this area, causing the contact. At the same time, I did ask the judges, and they said that that's kind of fine to slow in that area while you're kind of setting up for that second outer zone. So it is what it is in this situation.
Well, Mike Lake builds, I think it is, but here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Lake to lead, Marcus McCarthy to chase. Mike Lake in that nerds look in the early 40s. Coming into the first quarter, as it comes around. Marcus McCarthy closes the gap. Can he get on his door? They're pushing hard, here we go. Mike Lake out to the lifting point. Marcus McCarthy closing that gap.
All right, so we're coming in for our lead run. We flick it in nice on the sweeper, not as wide as Marcus was there, and he's putting on a really nice chase as well. Nice flick onto this outer zone here, super smooth. Marcus doing a really nice chase once again, and then he definitely puts a stamp on it on this last outer zone here. We put it nice and wide. In the end, Marcus got the well-deserved win with a really nice drive, and we have to assume that we were at fault for the contact on that first run. Alright, here we go for our second knockout battle against Anthony Romano in his 180SX.
Mate, I reckon this is going to be a cracker of a battle here. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Anthony Romano in the lead. Mike Lake on the chase. They're throwing it in hard. Right off the edge of the track. Mike Lake right there with Romano. Romano, super wide. Mike Lake taking his advantage. Can he get on his door? Mike Lake jumping in late. Ladies and gentlemen, what a run.
Alright, so here we go, chasing Anth. He flicks it in. He does a really nice job on this outer zone. Nice and wide. Really fun to chase. And then we come off this zone, and here we flick it in, and you can see Ant goes really wide here. Actually stalls it up and has to bury throttle out of the zone. That ended up causing a massive gap between us that I had to try and make up before the end of the track. My spotter hit me up and said, yep, he stalled up, so we'd be at an advantage going into our lead run, which would make sense.
Second run, Mike Lake to lead, Romano to chase. Ladies and gentlemen, eyes on the track. We've got battle time, baby. Let's go. Mike Lake Romano let's see how he goes there on the outside zone 2. Great job, Romano, tucking up, finding the gap, hitting the pocket. Transition out to outside zone 3. Woo! Mike, really far, really wide out there on the outside zone 3, following the...
All right, time to dissect our lead run. So we're coming up on entry, we're flicking it in, And again, we're running a midline, so we're not as wide as Anth here on the initiation, which would have lost us some points. Flicking onto this outside zone here, nice and smooth, giving Anth a nice pocket to tuck up into. And then here, we hit the clip, but push a little wide at the end, and we finish the run.
Mike Lake giving the nod to Romano, the thumbs up, saying, bro, that was sick.
Look at these boys, both out there doing fantastic runs. Romano takes the win.
So Anth ended up getting the win. You have to assume that us not pushing wide on outer zone 1 and overshooting a little bit on outer zone 3 lost us the battle. I thought the battle could have gone one more time, but that's drifting. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. And shout out to Anth as well for driving really well. Nonetheless, here are some clips of me and Nathan driving in our E36s to make you smile. Alright, I'll show you guys a bit of an update because I went out, had some fun, did some laps, and Tara was in the car with me, and so I sent it absolutely super hard, and as you can see, we had a bit of a wall tap, lost the rear window. You followed me in behind me. It's easily fixable. The wide body is still sweet, so we'll fix it up, but regardless, this was such a sick night.
My car was a bloody punching bag for AU Falcons today.
Yeah, it was
Not good.
It was a hectic night, but nonetheless, it's all good. This is drifting. This is what happens. You either win or you don't, and most of the time you don't. There's only one winner. But hey, we won because we got to drive together and have fun.
Yeah, so you could call it that.
You can call it that.
Oh, God. I think about
We almost kissed on the lip.
Every night in my dreams.
I'll see you guys in the next video. Fevo video coming up. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
Peace.
Peace. Bye.